to our fall product program training. We are recording this because we have a lot of people who weren't able to attend. We will be posting it on the 2024 All Things Fall Product Program Rally Hood. With us tonight, well, I'm Gail Harris, and with me tonight is Latoya David. Angela Joyner should be joining us, and then we also have Doug Mosrum from M2 Media, and Todd Wingen from Ashton Farms. So we have a lot of good information for you. If you have questions, please feel free to type them in the chat room. We just ask that we have a pretty big crowd, so we just ask everybody to please stay muted. So up first, we have Todd to talk to us a little bit about Ashton Farms.
Thanks so much, Gail, and thank you all for being here this evening for the start of the Fall Products Program for 2024. I'm Todd Wingen. As Gail said, I represent Ashton Farms, and we work in partnership with M2 Media to provide the support to your council, as well as to each of you as volunteers to provide anything needed for the success of your girls in your fall product program. On this next slide, in the next section here, you're going to hear a lot about new opportunities, new online product lines coming up shortly from Doug, but I'm going to start off with some specific updates and information about the nuts and chocolate part of the program. Ashton Farms is based in Wisconsin. And on that right-hand side of the slide, you saw some images of our high-tech facility. It's all about quality. We produce high-tech, our high-quality, great tasting nuts and chocolate products for your Girl Scout customers in Wisconsin. And they're produced and packaged and then distributed there at the facility and then shipped out to you for distribution out to the customers. A little bit of detail and recap about the results from 2023 last fall. There were some product pricing adjustments needed to be made to offset the continued pressure on costs. National sales for Girl Scouts were up across the board a bit. National participation, so the number of girls participating, increased nationally. And the per girl average was down just a little bit. For Girl Scouts of Central and Southern New Jersey, you had another amazing year. Great results. The number of girls participating continued to increase, and as a matter of fact, an increase of over 16%. So congratulations and a real outstanding job again last year. You're on a roll. You've had some really great success in the past number of years. Your total sales increased by 13.6%. So the sales are really catching on. Girls are taking advantage of the multiple options in ways to participate, and customers in terms of the ways that they can support your troops. Nut sales increased by about 7.5%, which was a real great comparison again. Your PGA, your per girl average, was down just a little bit, but that's understandable with that many more girls involved in the program overall. And your magazines and more, the magazine subscriptions and the other options increased significantly. Now, here is an image of the Girl Scout order card for this year for the nuts and chocolate lineup for your program. There are 30 total items available for customers to order. And Gail and Latoya and Angela look at all the statistics and comparisons and come up with the 16 that will appear on the order card. So most of the opportunities are for online ordering, and there's even an online option for nuts and chocolate. But the one in-person option for your fall sale is with the nut order card. So these 16 products, as well as a donation option, are available for girls to offer to family and friends, neighbors, and they'll take those orders and they will be delivered by the girls out to the customers at the end of the program. This also represents the online girl delivered option, which I'll cover here in a minute, and you'll hear more in detail from Doug about where that specifically appears within the site or on the platform. But those would be the products that would be available for online ordering and then girl delivery out to the customers. The top 5 selling items for your council area this past season, once again, the chocolate covered pretzels in the holiday tin, way up at number 1. And that's historically been the best seller for your program. And it really highlights the fact that the products make awesome holiday gifts, distributed just in time for holiday gift giving and any, mail carrier, teacher, neighbor, anybody that would appreciate a top quality Girl Scout item, that distribution time is just ideal. Second in the top sellers, the peanut butter bears, dark chocolate caramel caps, chocolate covered raisins, and deluxe pecan clusters. So lots of chocolate items at the very top in terms of your top 5. However, in the lineup, there's a great variety of different flavors and price points for customers to choose from. And next slide, please, Gail. One point, and as you see the importance of the chocolate involved in the product lineup, for the first time, the chocolate products and the cocoa will be sourced from Rainforest Alliance certified farms. So the girls like to hear and most of the time find out as much as they can about products so that they can share that with customers and just have that general knowledge about what they're offering as part of the learning experience, participating in the sale. So the Rain Alliance certified farm effort is a worldwide movement. It really just highlights that the product and the cocoa in particular, and the cocoa beans are being sourced responsibly, environmentally responsibly, and socially responsibly. The Rainforest Alliance logo that you see here with a little tree frog, you may notice in places around the community, such as Starbucks. And then if customers have a gluten sensitivity or allergy, we also have options available for those customers to order and support the girls. Of the 30 total items that are available, 18 are gluten-free, and they're indicated with the little GF on the package, and that indication also on the online Girl Scout store to indicate that they're safe and gluten-free for anyone with that requirement. We also provide here the link to all the ingredients and nutritionals so that if a customer or a girl wants to see or share all of the specific details about a particular product before ordering, they have that information with other allergen information such as dairy and so forth. And then each year we have a new and unique collectible Girl Scout tin. And this year's Girl Scout tin is actually the third in the series of the memory box theme. The past 2 years, we've had a similar looking tin with different images and graphics. The Girl Scout images this year are from the time frame 2004 to 2018, so they match up with those 2 earlier tins from the series. If you or a customer didn't get the previous tins or would like another one, they will be available online on the online Girl Scout store to complete the set. The product that's included with the memory box themed Girl Scout tin is the individually wrapped milk chocolate mint treasure. So a delicious individually wrapped chocolate. And the tin, incidentally, is made in the USA. So it's domestically made to add to the overall value and collectability of the Girl Scout tin. Now, we've mentioned the holiday tin already. This year, again, a unique and cute image here of the tin. Garden Friends is what we're referring to the holiday tin. It's the little winter scene with a cardinal and a squirrel. And the product that's most popular in the holiday tin is the milk chocolate pretzels. It's also available online with deluxe pecan clusters. And next slide, please. We have a couple of new items in the online on the person order card lineup that you saw earlier. Hot Cajun Crunch has been a popular item that's been available online. It now is included in your nut card lineup and for online girl delivery ordering too. It's a bit spicy. Cajun corn sticks, seasoned peanuts, pretzels, and sesame sticks, and it's packaged in a pop top can. If you're not familiar with that product, it has a little kick, but the Hot Cajun Crunch will be available as a new item on your nut card. And also a totally new item this year, vanilla honey roasted pecans. And this is also in a pop top can, all pecans, honey roasted, and then dusted with vanilla flavoring. So it's very good product. Perhaps you've had an opportunity to sample some of these at council events, but we're hearing good things and we're expecting this to be a very popular item in the lineup for this season. The donation option that I'd mentioned earlier, that's available as part of the in-person option with the Nut order card, is also an online option for ordering and a way for customers to support and girls to generate additional orders. So a customer can not only support Girl Scouts through a donation order in terms of the Care to Share portion of the sale, but they're also supporting the community food banks in the area, Food Bank of New Jersey in Egg Harbor and Mercer Street Friends in Ewing. Two good points to make here about the Care to Share donation is that troops also earn proceeds for all of these orders, and girls will earn credit toward rewards and patches as well. Last year, the donation option was another part of your success story because the sales in that area were up over almost 12.5% over the previous year. Now, a little bit more about the online ordering options for nuts and chocolate. So if a potential customer receives an email from a Girl Scout or a link to the Girl Scout store, they're going to see different options for shopping for the product lines that are available. You'll hear more details about this here in a moment from Doug. But if they select the nut and chocolate option from those store fronts, they'll have two options presented to them. One is the online girl delivery and one is the direct shipped. The online girl delivery is referenced here with the pink button, Save on Shipping Costs. With this option, the customer will pay for their order with a credit card, so it's easy. They'll have the 16 options for items plus the donation that are also available on the in-person order card, but they'll be presented here in the online girl delivered option. There's no shipping cost with this option, but the product will be delivered by the girl at the end of the program in November. In terms of the direct shipped, here the customer will also pay with their credit card, but they'll have a choice to order from all 30 of the items that are available. So a larger list of product options, but they will need to be willing to pay for shipping because these products will be sent directly to them at home. And they'll get them much quicker. So they could receive these items as soon as 5 days after placing the order. So if that order were made toward the beginning of the program, they could get them and then order again well before the products are delivered out by the girls, after you receive your shipment from the service unit to the troops. And with this next slide, we'll show the actual shipping costs this year. Fortunately, we've been able to hold the cost down to nearly what it was last year, just a slight increase. However, there are a couple of benefits this year with the direct shipped rate chart. If you're familiar with this, having been involved with it in the past, perhaps, we used to have a 1 to 15 tier at the beginning. And we learned that there were a very small percentage of customers actually ordered at that lowest tier of just 1 or 2 items. So we expanded that tier to 1 to 30. So a customer in that range can get more items and pay almost the same as what they would have last year to have those products shipped directly to them at home. And then at the highest tier, where you're up, where it's certainly an option to combine your orders or just a lot of nuts and chocolate online, there's no additional added cost. In the past, as the number of items scaled up, so did that shipping cost. So at the highest tier, it's capped. So you don't pay any more above $150, $151. So those larger orders are capped at that shipping rate. And that is in dollars. So the shipping cart size determines what the actual shipping rate is for that order. And then just a little bit here about the actual shipping of the products, the girl delivered items on the next slide. Your service unit will be in touch with you to let you know when it's convenient to pick up the products from them, because they will be receiving the items between the 11th and 15th of November. So you'll be in contact with them with an opportunity to go and pick up the product from the service unit manager or coordinator for the fall sale. There will be a delivery ticket. So the delivery ticket will have the exact number of items that were sold by your girls. There's no rounding up to the full case. We'll have the column with the full cases and then the individual pieces. So carefully count those out when you pick those up and sign off that you've received everything that you're expecting. And then in turn, you can use the delivery tickets out of the M2 system to distribute those products out to your Girl Scouts and to your caregivers from the order that you've picked up to be distributed out to the girls and then on to the customers. So keep the product in a cool, dry location until that time. And please, distribute out the products as soon as you can after you receive those so that they can get to the customers as quickly and around the holiday time for their enjoyment. And I think that is it for my section here. I will hand it back over to Gail to cover some specific council details.
Thanks, Todd. There's just 2 questions.
Okay.
One was just someone asked if there were any dairy-free products.
Yes, there are. There are some dairy-free products in the nut with the nut items.
Okay. And then someone had asked about shipping, and I actually mistyped. She was asking if the product subtotal side was per item or by dollars, and that is by dollars, right?
It is by dollars, yes.
Okay. All right, awesome. So we are going to, there's a switch over. Doug is going to share some slides, and then I'll come back at the end with just a little bit of council specific information. So I'm going to stop sharing. And Doug, you're up.
That sounds great. Well, thank you very much. And Todd, great job on all those delicious items. My name is Doug Mostrom, and I represent, as Todd mentioned, the other partner, which is M2 Media. We provide the online platform, the rewards, and 4 of the 5 products. But the most popular of all the products are those delicious nuts and chocolates from Ashton Farms. So I'm going to go over a whole bunch of information to help all of you talk to your troop and pass along information to the girls along with what you just heard already. But before I do so, I'd like to thank all of you for all that you do to make this program possible, all that you do to keep your troop alive and well and enjoying themselves. And we look forward to working with you and embracing all the possibilities here in 2024. A little information about the past year that I'd like to share is we had 2,750 girls participate in the program last year. Now that we know that number because 2,750 girls went online and created an online store. Of those, 94% of them sold at least one item, which is a very high percentage comparatively to the rest of the country. So you all, that's a testament to how all of you are handling the girls, instructing the girls, teaching the girls to be successful. So congratulations on that high percentage of girls showing some success. Of the 2,597 girls that sold at least one item, they sold an average of $301 in sales last year per girl. And 88% of that came in through the M2 system, the online platform that we're going to spend a lot of time on. Keep in mind that to create an online store, and I'm going to repeat it several times, takes only 3 steps and about 7 minutes. So 88% of your program came in online last year and didn't take a whole lot of effort. Then the girls picked up the order card, they sold more items and brought their overall PGA up almost $40. So that is really great. Your troop average last year was $1,533, and look at that number below it. 88% of your troop average came in online. So you're doing a really great job with online sales. It has proven to be a great and easy way to participate in this program and bring in the most success. So last 2 years ago, I just want to remind you that the mascot was the Hawaiian monk seal. Last year it was the ocelot. And as we get into this year's animal, just keep in mind that we're always doing something with a lot of learning around it. Before we get into that, what I'd like to do is share with you what I'm going to cover tonight. I'm going to cover why this program is important for us to motivate the girls to participate, why it's important for all those girls to participate, what they learn from this. Then we'll talk about the other products outside of the nuts and chocolates that Todd just introduced. We'll go over the reward program, important dates. I'm going to show you the caregiver and girl experience, how easy it is to create an online store in 3 easy steps. It takes only about 7 minutes. And we'll go over the supporter experience. And when the girl launches her store, emails flow out to the potential supporters and what that looks like from their perspective all the way to checkout. Then I'll cover your experience real quickly, and then we'll talk customer service and open it up for any other questions after Gail has provided some counsel slides as well. So mark your calendars because this is right around the corner. 6 days away is the start of this year's fall product program. We're super excited about it because not only are the girls going to start generating funds, but they're going to do a lot of learning. And some of the learning that they do is improving and honing in on the 5 leadership skills associated with Girl Scouts, which are building people skills, learning how to manage money, learning about business, ethics, what's right, what's wrong, good decision making, and goal setting. And maybe you've heard me say it before in previous years, but I travel around quite a bit and I do a lot of in-person trainings. And sometimes when we're in the big forums like that, I ask the volunteers to raise their hand and have them tell me what they believe the girls are learning from this program. So right from the volunteers' mouths, they say, our girls, they're learning how to build their self-esteem and their confidence by participating in the program. There's a lot of email marketing that they learn, budgeting, money management, accountability. They step out of their comfort zone when they approach a customer they've never approached before. They learn responsibility to themselves, to their troop. They learn how to set goals, go after those. They learn how to overcome rejection because they know that not every customer says yes. And they teach the girls how to overcome rejection, pull themselves up by their own bootstraps, and move forward rather than let that no deflate them and hold them back. Technology, customer service, empowerment, and so much more. I asked the volunteers, well, how many of the girls come up to you actually and say, you know what? I really want to learn technology, so I want to participate in the fall product program. And they say, nobody has ever done that. I say, well, then why else are they participating in the program? Why does the troop participate in the program? From a troop perspective, they participate because it's an easy way to make early funds. When we take the numbers from last year, the online PGA generating $265 in only 7 minutes worth of effort, that means the girl brought in $40 in proceeds to the troop. If they picked up the order card and supplemented their sales with even more sales, they brought in $45 in proceeds on average per girl that just spent those 7 minutes. The troop proceeds, all of you get 15% of the entire sale and from the sale of the girls in your troop. And then if you're a troop that qualifies to opt out of receiving rewards and the girls vote 100% in favor of doing so, you get an extra 3% of the overall sales, bringing your troop proceeds up to 18%. So another quick math, it takes 3 easy steps. It only takes 7 minutes to open up that online store. And you're going to generate, if you're based off of last year, an average of $265 in sales per girl. If you have a troop of 10 girls, that equates to a quick $400 in proceeds. And remember, the more activities or the more proceeds you get, the more activities the girls get to enjoy, because that's really why we're all involved with this. To be able to have the girls have a great time, learn a lot, and build memories and build friendships along the way. And the more proceeds they can generate for themselves, the more fun they're going to have throughout the year. You've heard me say it before. It takes 3 easy steps in only 7 minutes. Let me prove it to you. And then when we get to the online girl and caregiver experience, I'll show you a little bit more in depth. But it only takes a minute to go to step number 1, which is create an account. The steps of creating an account are the caregiver's first name, last name, an email address, and for them to create a password. And then the girl to put in her troop number, select her name, and answer 3 simple questions about why Girl Scouting is important to her, what her goal is, and what the troop plans to do with the money. That takes 1 minute. Then they go to step number 2 and they get to create an avatar, a likeness of themselves that will do all the work after they have launched their store and walk away from the computer. This avatar can talk to customers in the girl's voice if she records her voice, but she has a really good time making that avatar look like herself and then spending a few seconds to record a voice so that every customer that comes to her storefront will hear, see that likeness and hear her own voice. The third step is really simple. Now, girls that participated last year, they will have this step almost all done for them because all the email addresses they put into our system last year will be waiting for them this year right on this page. If they want to add more email addresses, they can. And girls that are doing this for the first time, it's really easy to put in email addresses, especially if you click on one of the icons across the top that match up with the parent's email system, because we have software built into the system that will go ahead and grab all of the contacts in the computer and display them in one window with check marks next to them. So boys and girls can go ahead and select which email addresses they want to load onto this page, and with one more click of the button, they'll all be loaded on at the same time. And then they just click on the button in the bottom right-hand corner that says Launch Your Campaign. Keep it in mind, right when they launch their campaign, their storefront's open for business. It's that easy. It's that fast. So this program is really easy. It's fun. There's lots of activities that can be earned and enjoyed. There's learning. There's entrepreneurship. The girls love the patches, the rewards. There's tons of early funds. And as it said before, lots of activities that the girls can enjoy. So let's move on to the theme for this year and the theme animal for this year. First of all, as you already saw, the theme is Embrace Possibilities. You're going to see that a lot because that's also going to be the theme throughout the cookie program. But the theme animal for this year is the Asian elephant. So what I recommend all of you troop leaders do is just take a few extra minutes and read the information on the screen, maybe Google the Asian elephant and interesting facts about it. There's YouTube videos that are really interesting where zookeepers will talk about them, but teach the girls as much as you can at your next meeting about the differences between the Asian elephant and the most popular of the elephants, the African elephant, because there are very distinct differences. The Asian elephant is, it's endangered, whereas the African elephant isn't. The African elephant's much bigger. The Asian elephant, lots of differences that the girls will enjoy. And the more they learn about this, the more empowered they feel too. And then guess what? When they look at the reward program and see a plush version of the Asian elephant, they're going to want to participate just to have their own Asian elephant in their room. All right, I mentioned before that M2 provides 4 of the 5 products available in the program this year. Now, the most popular, as I mentioned before, are all the nuts and chocolates that Ashton Farms provides. But we like to add a little variety to it. So online, the customers can buy Tervis tumblers. We introduced these last year. They're offered at the same prices. They still have a great selection, and they ship reasonably cost effectively. When a customer buys one tumbler, they pay $7.99 for that first tumbler to be shipped to them. And then if in the same shopping experience, they buy two or three, second or a third, they will get those shipped to them for only $5.99 each. And then when they buy four or more in the same shopping experience going to the same address, they get the fourth and beyond for only $1 a piece. So what a lot of customers are telling us is they're going to contact their family and say, hey, look, I'm putting in a Tervis order. Tell me which ones you want. And then they'll order them all at the same time so that they arrive and are shipped very affordably. We also have online the BarkBox items. Yes, these debuted last year and they were so popular, they sold out very quickly in the first week in October. Well, this year, GSUSA, who has the relationship with BarkBox, says that's not going to happen again. We have enough inventory to last all the way through the entire fall season. They even have leftover inventory for last year that is still available for sale. It has fresh treats for the dogs, don't worry. But inside last year's version is the green beret with the squeaky toy. And in the middle there, you see this year's mini BarkBox that has the s'more stick toy and a treat as well. And keep in mind that s'mores stick with marshmallow, it actually comes apart. So it's two different toys in one. You can reassemble it back together once the dog fetches it and sloppers all over it and enjoys it, but it is a great toy. Then GSUSA and BarkBox teamed up to make a full BarkBox, which means they get 3 squeaky toys and the Berry Trio dog treats with this one, costing only $27.99. Now, the shipping on these is $5 per box, $10 for 2 or more, which means you could buy 10 of them, and you'll still only pay a total of $10 shipping. A great value. This year, when any of the versions run out, they'll just simply disappear rather than tell customers that we'll ship it later. So these are while supplies last, but we are told that there should be enough supplies to last the entire season. Also on the websites, in the girls' online stores, are magazine subscriptions that have been part of this program for decades. Customers that bought magazines last year through the software that we've built in there can easily renew their subscriptions with one click of the button. And we also provide the nuts and chocolates, as Todd mentioned. Not only are these on the order card, but they are available on the online girls' store to be delivered at the end of the program, like Todd mentioned, by the girl herself or to direct ship to the customers. So those options are available to the customer. So what's new in 2024? Well, we have another product that we're introducing, and those are personalized stationery items. These are high quality, thick paper stationery that come in notepads and, writing letters, cards, envelopes, and even picture frames. So the customers can shop for whatever item they want to. They can customize it, pick the font, pick the color. It all gets printed on it and shipped directly to the customer. And affordable. The options are from $21 to $61, and shipping is only $14.99 for the first item. Keep in mind, this is heavy paper. And then only $4 for each additional item that they buy. So obviously, the incentive there is to buy more so that you keep the shipping per item down. We also made a change this year to the dashboard, adding what we believe is going to be a neat feature for the girl to be able to utilize and help her business grow. That is the supporter thank you icon. When she clicks on it, a form thank you email will appear on her screen, and she can edit the body of the email as she wishes, and then simply activate this. When she activates it, what it's going to do is it's automatically going to send an email of thanks out to every single one of her customers. Whether she's online or not, it'll automatically just send one at the end of the customer shopping experience. So that we believe is going to be appreciated by the customer as a great sign of gratitude and help the girl next year when she reaches out asking for support, because customers like us, we always remember when somebody says, thank you for doing something nice for me. And we therefore say, oh, I'll help you again because you were so polite last year. This is a great feature that we believe will help. We've also enhanced the business cards that have always been part of this program. We've taken a picture of the avatar off the business cards and replaced it with a QR code. What we're finding is customers are hovering over the QR code more and using this because we're tracking the links, and we realize that customers really like having the QR code on there for easy shopping. The girl can hand them the QR code, and right then and there, the customer will take out the phone, hover over that, and land right on her storefront by scanning that QR code, allowing them to shop right there in front of the girl if they so choose. Now, we have to admit we made a mistake last year, and we realized we made a mistake when we started seeing the high percentage of customers shopping last year in only one of the storefronts, one of the products. And it was higher than we ever noticed before. And we've kind of like, why is this happening? Well, we realized that after the customer was checking out last year, they were left with nowhere to go. So if they wanted to shop for more products, they would have had to gone all the way back to the original email that they received from the girl to then start the process over to select another category to shop from to support the girl. And that is too tedious in today's world. So what we've done this year to mitigate that type of, we call it abandonment of the shopping process, is land the customers right on a page, on this page. This will allow them right after checkout to see all the other categories of products, and hopefully they will click on another product to continue supporting the girl. We believe this will drastically increase the number of customers that shop at more than one storefront, helping the girl automatically without the girl doing anything more. So again, encourage those girls to create their online storefront, and they should even see more success than they saw last year. Now, we also built a couple features into this, and we're really excited about it. The customer can click in the upper left-hand corner, print their receipt, and they can click a box that says, will you please list me as a top supporter on the girls' storefronts? Well, when we introduced that, I started, and I was training volunteers just like you in early August, and those volunteers started to kind of smirk and laugh and giggle. I'm like, what's going on? What did I say? They said, do you have any idea what that's going to do for family competition? If the aunts and uncles can see each other's names listed on the girls' storefronts, and they want to be the most popular of all aunts or uncles or grandparents. I said, oh, I think you're onto something. They said, of course you're onto something. So we're excited about the byproduct of what's going to happen with that feature being added to the system. So the girls tell us, you know what, they like the fun and rewards. So let's talk about those fun rewards that are available as well as the patches. Now, in the reward program, if you see something listed for just nuts and chocolates, please understand that that's all Ashton items. If you see something listed for M2 items or magazines and more, for instance, those include the tumblers, the BarkBox, the personalized stationery, and the magazines. So let's talk about the patches, because the patches, a girl can earn the Embrace Possibility theme patch simply by opening up her storefront and entering 18 email addresses of family members, family friends, or even people that parents work with. And they get this patch just by doing that. They don't even have to sell one item. Just open up the online store, enter 18 email addresses of people close to her, and she will earn this patch. She can add to it another section of this picture, and that's called the elephant patch. And she can get that by selling 12 nut and snack items. And then she can get the 2024 patch to round out the entire scenery by simply selling 3 M2 items. And remember, the M2 items are the BarkBox, the tumblers, the personalized products, and the magazines. So very easy to get all 3 of those to build the entire scene. There's more patches available this year. One is the Super Seller patch that the girls can earn by getting up to 75 total items. Now that includes all the nuts and chocolates and the M2 items. And when they only reach 30 total items, they will get the Goal Getter patch. Now, the most popular of all patches, and has been the most popular for the last 9 years, is the Personalized Avatar patch. The girls as I mentioned before, have 3 steps to open up their online store. The second one is simply by designing their avatar, and now they get to get a patch with their avatar on it and have for the last 9 years, but they get to design the patch, and the patch changes every year. And we're really excited because this is an easy patch to earn. All they need to do is set up their online store with 18 or more email addresses. And then when their store sells $325 of total product, they will have this patch go into production and be mailed directly to their house. They get to design their patch with their first name, their initials, or their nickname at the top. And then they get to choose which scenery they want this year, the boat scene or the mountain scene. And there's a second patch they can earn with their avatar on it called the Cookie Crossover Patch. All they need to do in the fall, that's this program, to qualify for this patch is simply open up the online store with 18 or more email addresses entered into the system. That's it. Why do we do that? Because remember the PGA from last year was $265. We know that every girl that does this is going to be successful, so we make the criteria very easy. At the end of this program, we will send her an email saying, congratulations, you met the fall criteria to earn this patch. Now all you need to do is enter 18 email addresses into the digital order card and sell 250 boxes of cookies, and you will get this second avatar patch for the year. As Todd mentioned, the Care to Share, the girls will collect donations online as well as on their order card, and every girl that collects 5 or more donations will automatically also earn the Care to Share patch. So let's talk about the rewards that are available. So it starts at 20 total items sold, and that means total. That means every product that I've already mentioned, including the nuts and chocolates. When they get 20, they will earn the themed clear wristlet. When they get up to 30 items, they will get the wristlet, and they will add to it the Goal Getter patch and the elephant socks. When they get up to 40 items, they're going to get all of those items plus their choice of the small plush or the diamond art kit. The diamond art kit is a fun art project that comes with all the beads, the utensils, and the design. And then they go ahead and enjoy putting all that together. And when they're finished, there's a white picture frame that goes with it that the girls can frame around their finished art project, hang it on the wall, or display it on the credenza by using the kickstand that comes with the picture frame as well. Or they can choose the small Asian elephant plush. When they get up to 50 total items, they will add to all of those rewards the Embrace Possibility t-shirt, and they will select online their shirt size, and those will be included when the rewards are delivered. 75 total items, they get 2 different items to go along with all the rewards they've already earned, including the coloring pillowcase, which comes with the markers and simple instructions to make sure that the markers don't bleed, which it won't if you simply wash it in cold water, maybe iron it. But it is a really fun project to be able to complete, as well as a set of the postcard. It's called the postcard set that comes with 12 thick papered themed postcards for that parents really enjoy being able to use for the girls. They'll put a stamp on it. They'll put grandma's address, send it to camp with the girls and say, you know what, just make sure you send grandma a thank you for sending you to camp this year. Those types of things. And they'll add to it the super seller patch. When they get up to 100 total items, they're going to get the eco-friendly journal with the elephant design on it and a trophy. And then when they get up to 125 items, they're going to get the queen size portable theme mat. When I say queen size, that's what I mean. It's the size of a queen size mattress. And what does that look like? Well, this is a water resistant material that if you put it on dewy grass, you take it to the beach, maybe girls use it on the floor of wherever they're doing a sleepover at camp, keeping their sleeping bags nice and clean. It is the size of a queen size mattress. It is huge and it is a lot of fun, and it folds up into a neat little carrying case with a handle too. There's also the top 10 elite entrepreneurs, the top 10 Girl Scouts with the highest number of products sold will be invited to take part in a special Elite Entrepreneur / CEO event, date to be determined, and receive a special gift. What I would encourage you to encourage all the girls to do is become one of the top 10 to see what that one's all about. Okay, so let's talk about the different ways to participate in the program. You already know there's the online store and the order card. The best way to participate is to set up the online store on the day one of the program and then pick up the order card for the several weeks following to be able to fill that out. You need more order cards, there's more available, but to sell and sell and sell to create as many proceeds as possible for the troops so they can enjoy more activities. But let's focus on the online girl experience because this is, again, 3 easy steps and really easy to do. There's 2 different ways to get started. One is by the caregiver getting an email from the system and from all of you if you activate what's called the Parent Adult Email campaign. In that email, it announces the program is starting. This email is sent out on the first day of the program. There's a link at the bottom that will take them to the home page, or they can simply self-launch by going to the home page from any browser and typing in gsnutsandmags.com/gscsnj. Now, what happens if we forget that URL? Don't worry, it's on step 1 of the M2 flyer that's included along with the order card and the other materials that are handed out to the troops and then handed out to the girls. The email, as I mentioned before, there's a link in the email, and the email will go out to all the caregivers starting on September the 30th. They just simply click on the link at the bottom of the email, and that takes them to the home page. Now, a few different things about the website. You can go ahead and convert the entire website over to Spanish in the upper right-hand corner. If you want to try it, just click on it and you'll see how the entire website with one click of the button converts over to Spanish. Convert it back by clicking on the same link again and it'll convert back into English. But what we're going to focus on is creating a new account. Once the girls have launched their online store, it's open for business, and they sign back in throughout the program, they will come right back to the same homepage, click it, login. And all of you, if you want to log in to manage your program, just simply come back to the same one and you get to click on the purple link that says visit the admin site. That will get you into your role as a troop leader. So the girl clicks on create an account this year. Our system will verify she's in the footprint of Girl Scouts of Central and Southern New Jersey, and then allow the caregiver to enter the first name, last name, an email address, and to create a password. And that takes us to step number 1. Now, there is a training video that'll play for the caregivers that don't necessarily get all the information translated for them by the girl herself, but I always click on pause and then simply start the process by entering my daughter's troop number. Now, if there are caregivers that don't know the troop number, it's okay. You know what? Just click, I don't know my troop number, and go to the next portion where it asks for the girls to type in their last name, because all the girls have been uploaded into the system. So our system will go ahead and find all the girls with that last name, display it on the window you see, and allow the girl to select which one is her name. And then we simply allow her to go ahead and type in her nickname, because maybe the first name is different than what she goes by. So we want her to feel special to be able to type in a nickname. And the last portion of step number 1 is to answer 3 simple questions. What does Girl Scouting mean to you? And as you see, it's a drop-down menu. We will pre-populate her goal with the criteria that it takes to earn the personalized badge. She can change the goal, make it higher, lower, or leave it alone. And then answer the question of, what does your Girl Scout troop plan to do with the money that is earned through this program? So if you haven't yet had that discussion, please have that discussion with all your girls in the troop so that when they start on September 30th, they will be able to answer this question. The reason we ask those 3 questions is because we create a paragraph that will show on her online store for all the customers to read and understand her motivation, her goals, and how she benefits from this program. Those are 3 things that make customers want to buy even more items because they want her to have a good time. That ends step number 1, which literally took a minute or less. Step number 2, as I mentioned before, use all the attributes over on the right-hand side to make the avatar look like yourself, and then simply record your own voice. Girls who record their voice for the avatar to talk directly to the customers sell on average 100% more than girls that don't add their own voice. The reason? Because most of the customers know who the girl is, and when they hear her own voice, they're going to be like, oh, wow, that's really creative. I'm really now going to support. How do you record your voice? Click on the purple button. We will display this window with a sample script. Encourage the girls maybe to use their own script though, because it's a little bit more personal. And then they'll simply click on the record button, record their voice, reading the script, and then hit stop. If they mess up, they can re-record very easily. It only takes a few seconds. Once they're done, our system will take her voice, add it to the avatar, and customers will be able to hear it. And they're done with step number 2. Now, we do put in a optional step in the middle where the girls can be even more successful by uploading their own photo or their own video, but they can also skip by this and go to the third and final step, which is entering the email addresses. Keep in mind that girls that did participate last year will have this page loaded up with all the email addresses that they entered last year. And 58% of all the girls' sales come from these email addresses. So it's really important to get them to enter as many email addresses as possible for the most success. How do you do that? The easiest way is to just simply click on the icon that looks familiar to your own email system, allowing our software to pull up all the email addresses in the computer in one window. We have check marks that can be unchecked for any of those that don't want to be added. And then simply click the green button in the bottom right-hand corner, and all of those email addresses will automatically be entered onto this page. The girls can then go through and make sure that they want to deliver all the products back to any of those customers. And if they don't, they can uncheck girl delivery as an option for specific customers. Simply go ahead and launch your campaign, and the storefront is open for business. We will then land them on the ability to share a link to that storefront via X, Facebook, or even copy it and text it out to family members for easier access. And then for the first time, we'll allow them, for the first time they're on the site, we'll allow them to go ahead and design their patch, because we want them to earn this patch, and they might as well just design it real quick. All they have to do is follow the steps of entering first name, the initials, or the nickname that they want at the top of the patch. They can leave the scene in the boat scene, or they can switch over to the elephant and mountain scene. And then we do ask for the mailing address. Now, keep in mind, if parents are ever concerned, we do not do anything with the mailing addresses or the email addresses put in the system. We don't sell them. We have an agreement with GSUSA saying it is only in the system to be used to make this program successful for the girls. And so nothing to worry about there. We do ask for the girl's mailing address because this patch will get mailed to the girl upon her completing the criteria that it takes. She will save her work, and then we will display the final patch that she designed, as well as show her what the envelope will look like when it arrives in her mailbox so she doesn't throw it out because there's the thin patch inside. We will congratulate her with, hey, listen, you earned the free patch by entering 18 or more email addresses, and then at the bottom, give her the opportunity to go directly to her dashboard. Now, remember, it took 3 easy steps in 7 minutes to get to definitely get to this place very easily. But this is what some different options she can do to make herself more successful, treat this like a business, and be able to track her success. One thing I want to point out is we will display on her dashboard her overall goal as well as her sales towards that goal. Now, have a discussion with the girls. Ask them the simple question. What do you think is going to happen if somebody comes to your storefront and they see that you've already met or exceeded your goal? You're going to have girls raise their hand and say, you know what? They're not going to buy anything. And you'll be like, you're right. So let me show you how quickly you can change your goal to always set it higher than your overall sales. Just click on the link underneath the avatar on your dashboard to pull up this page. And then you can highlight your old goal, type in a new goal, and simply hit update at any time. Caregivers with more than one Girl Scout in the family can click on the other link underneath the avatar or the one down on the bottom row of icons saying add another participant. Once they've added more than one participant, they can manage by clicking on Your Girl Scouts on the bottom row of icons, and we will display all the girls in the family for the caregiver to go ahead and click on which one they want to see. Now, encourage all of your families to go ahead and enter the success of their paper orders into the system. This is really the only thing they need to enter into the system. All other sales, like Todd mentioned, are captured automatically. All the girl delivered sales, all the direct ship sales, everything, except we don't know what the paper sales are. So this is where you enter it by clicking the icon that says Manage Paper Orders. This page will open up. Simply go ahead and type in the success of your order card for each flavor on that order card. And this is always going to be a running total of what you've sold. Meaning, if the girl goes out one weekend and sells 5 of everything, she goes into this and types in 5 for each flavor, and then goes out the next weekend and sells 3 more of everything. She needs to change the 5 to an 8, not add 3 and then hit update, because this will be a running total. She can see the success of her order card throughout the whole program, and this is a running total. She can click on the icon that says emails and see all the email addresses that are in the system, as well as a colored dot to the right of every email address. Look at the bottom and see what those colored dots mean. She can add more contacts at any time. She can resend emails, and she can hit update on any changes that she made. There's tons and tons of reports in the system. She can see what they are by category of products, and she can break them out by product, or there's a summary report at the end that she can click on to see everything about her sale very easily. There's the new supporter icon. When she clicks on that, she'll be able to click Get Started, see the email that we put up there for display. She can change it, or she can simply go ahead and leave it as is and click Activate. Immediately when she clicks Activate, that tells our site, yes, I want an email to go out to every one of my customers automatically, thanking them. It will be signed by the Girl Scout herself and addressed directly to the customer's first name. We built in here tools to help her be even more successful, like door hangers and business cards. And when she clicks on them, she can simply print them out because they're already made. And they have QR codes that will take the customer directly to her storefront. Oh, and by the way, remember where I said she could copy a link to her storefront and then text out to her family members? Well, up in the upper right-hand corner, you see what it looks like when it arrives on the family member's cell phone. They simply tap on the request and land right on her online store. She can use her store or her dashboard to update her personalized patch, upload a campaign video if she wants to get even more creative, update her avatar, and even land on a room that says Avatar Rewards, where we built into the system the ability for her to see digital rewards that she's been awarded simply by doing things in the system that will make her more successful. If she wants to learn about the digital rewards, she can click on the question marks that she sees, and our system will tell her what it takes to earn specific digital rewards. But there's one more thing in the digital room that I want to point out, and that is the personalized photo, the avatar photo. Now, all of you as volunteers, you can go ahead and click on Troop Photo from your dashboard, but the girls will find it inside their avatar room. And when they click on it, picture of the of all the girls in the troop, as well as their leaders, will appear on the screen. And this is where I encourage all of you to get creative, because at the end of the program, how cool is it if the girls get an avatar t-shirt from you, or an avatar mug, or, you know, when you use Shutterfly or a lot of those different things that are available, it makes it so easy to take an image and put it on something memorable for the girls to be able to think back on and enjoy the experience of the fall product program. All the physical rewards are available for her to see, like the ones I just showed you, the criteria it takes to earn it, and the ability to make choices on t-shirt size or at a level where she has a choice between 2 different rewards. You can also help the girls make choices by clicking on rewards from your dashboard to help them make the selections as well. The girls can click on Share My Site and share a link to their storefront every single day of the program if they want, on social media or by texting it out. And they can update their profile at any time should anything need to be changed. and they can see the top sellers in their troop on a daily basis. So that was the girl experience. Let me show you what the customer's experience, because right when she clicks launch my online store, the emails will be created by the site that look like this and be sent to every email address that she puts in. We will address that customer by their name and give them the opportunity to listen to the avatar deliver the message she recorded in her own voice. They will click on the link at the bottom of the email, and that'll take them right to the girl's online store, where they're going to see at the top of the online store the girl's avatar, information about why she's in part of Girl Scouts, what her goal is in this program, and what her troop plans to do with the money. Remember those 3 questions that are asked in step number 1? That's where we put it. The customer can watch the video of her avatar talking in her own voice and then select the product that they'd like to shop for. As Todd mentioned, when they click on the nut and chocolate storefront, they're going to be given the option of having the items delivered by the girl herself or the convenience of them being shipped directly to their home. And they'll start putting products in their shopping cart. And when they check out this year, we're going to help the girl even more by listing 3 different items that are available at a discounted price for the customer to buy. Now they went to the checkout screen thinking they were done shopping, and last year 14% of all the customers selected the special offer that we made, and this year we'll have 3 special offers rather than just 1, hopefully increasing that from 14% to even more. We believe that that's going to help the girls sell more items and make all of you more successful and have more proceeds and, of course, more activities to enjoy throughout the year. Then we land them on this page, again, with hopes that it's going to increase the amount of customers that shop at more than one storefront. We will send the customer a confirmation email of their order and provide our customer service information at the bottom of the email. And what else gets sent to the customer? That's right. If the girl activates the supporter thank you, then they're going to get, the customer will get one from the girl herself as well. Now, some customers won't shop right away after getting the first email. And so 6 days later, our system will send them a reminder email from the girl. And that gives the customer the opportunity to, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Now, let me give you a little hint. 50% of your entire program is going to be realized from the first email, but 25% comes in from the first reminder email, followed by 15% by the one 6 days after that one, and then 10% by the reminder 6 days after that second reminder. So a significant amount of the program comes in with every single reminder because we are humans. We don't always have time to read all of our emails the minute that they come in. And then you know how it works. More emails get piled on. They go down to the bottom. We don't even see them. And wow, those reminders are really helpful. But we do give the customers the opportunity to opt out of receiving them if they are the kind that get annoyed by any type of reminder emails. So they can simply opt out, but it's only going to opt out for the fall program 2024 and then allow them to receive emails from the girl through the system next year. Okay, so that was a supporter experience. I would like to wrap up with your experience, whereas, well, guess what? A few days ago, you should have gotten the email inviting you into the system for the first time. If you never got the email, it was either because you weren't a registered volunteer in the system or it went into your spam or junk. So if you are somebody that hasn't seen this email, please double check your spam or junk folders. It will have come from email at mail.gsnutsandmags.com. And when you open it up, there's a link that you can click on, and that will take you to a troop training video that is only about 10 minutes long that will train you on all the links on your dashboard. I'm not going to go and belabor all of the links on your dashboard in this training because that one is pretty comprehensive. I will point out a few different links on your dashboard, including the link where you can then access that video later on if you want to remind yourself of different ways to use the links on your dashboard. We will ask you to update your profile, and then you should have been prompted to activate the parent adult email campaign and to create your avatar. Now, when you complete either of these tasks, you won't be prompted anymore every time you sign in. But when you click on Parent Adult Email Campaign, you're going to see all the email addresses and names of the caregivers in your troop. And all we ask you to do, if you haven't done it already, simply click on the link on your dashboard that says Parent Adult Email Campaign and click Send and Continue. That will activate that feature so that on September 30th, an email will automatically leave our system on your behalf, going to all the caregivers, announcing that this program has started and giving them a link to be able to click on to get to the homepage to get that storefront up and going. Now, there's the link on your dashboard for the Parent Adult Email Campaign. And when you click on it, you can see the email that's going to go out to all the parents on September 30th. You can add more contacts before September 30th or even after that. And starting on September 30th, you can see the status of those emails, just like the girls can see the status of the emails they put into their system. Just look at the key at the bottom to see if those have been opened. If you need to, you can resend the emails to any caregivers that have yet to open them. Maybe wait a few days before you resend them. But this is a great way to get caregivers involved in the Girls Girl Scouting experience. Now, when you're in the system, if you manage more than one troop, you don't have to log out. Just go in the upper right-hand corner, click on switch, and then our system will display all of the roles that are assigned to you so you can log into whichever one you want to. There's a really neat feature that you're going to be hear about in the troop training video, and that's called the send message link. That's an easy way to communicate with all the girls in the system or in your troop. Very easy way to send out a message to the entire troop, or maybe you send out a thank you to those who launched their program, or encouragement to those who have yet to launch their program. As the program goes along, girls earn rewards, but they don't make the choices of their t-shirt size or different reward levels. You can send a message directly to those girls who still need to make a choice. A really easy feature to help you manage your troop. Now, there is a link on the dashboard that will not show up, and it's not going to show up as a link until October 24th. That's the day that the council will submit their nut and chocolate order to Ashton Farms. And once that order has been submitted, then we will display this delivery ticket link. This is the one place and the only place you're going to easily be able to see what items are going to be available for pickup from your service unit once all the products are delivered. Once you click on delivery tickets, you can generate delivery tickets by the products and by the rewards. You can do it for your troop and you can do it for every girl, so that when you get the products, have the delivery tickets printed for each girl so that they can keep track of all the items that they are picking up from you and then sign off that they received them. And lastly, I want to point out that there are the girl reward link. So you can go ahead and help the girls select those rewards that if they need to make a t-shirt selection or select a different reward from a different level that they earned, you can help them too. And not lastly, but this one, well, there's a couple more. There's a report links allowing you to see all of the different metrics available from this sale regarding your troop. So how do you log back in? Very simply. If you want to log back in, and you certainly will, just go to gsnutsandmags.com/admin to click on that link, or just go to the homepage that we mentioned before, gsnutsandmags.com/gscsnj, and simply click on the visit admin link and then what role you want to log into. And keep in mind, we want this to be fun for you. We want it to be easy, and hopefully you'll see that, but we also want it to be fun. So we're going to allow you to earn a patch as well with your avatar on it. Display it on anything that you have, whether it's the sash or you have a uniform of some sort. Just make sure that the girls see it, because when they see your patch, they're going to want one too, and then it's easy to get them to participate in this program. You will get a patch if you activate your Parent Adult Email Campaign with that one click, and then when your troop reaches $1,200 in total sales. And before I hand it back over to Gail, I just want to point out the important dates. Of course, tonight is the troop training that we are participating in now. A few days ago, you got the early access invite email allowing you to get in the system and start browsing around, activate that Parent Adult Email Campaign, and making sure the girls in your troop are all listed. The program will begin on September 30th, and the caregivers, the girls, will have until October 23rd to enter all their paper orders into the system. The troop leaders, all of you, have until October 23rd as well to help them enter all their paper orders into the system and verify that they're correct. Then the service unit manager has one extra day to help you and the caregivers and girls make sure all the paper orders are in the system before the council goes ahead and submits that order over to Ashton Farms. Then the last day for all online orders, that's direct shipped orders of nuts and chocolates, that's BarkBox, magazines, tumblers, and personalized products, ends on November 3rd, giving the girls 2 extra days in the system after all online orders shut off to make any final reward choices. And then the ACH withdrawal will take place 10 days afterwards on the 15th of November. And lastly, if you want to take out your camera, if you want to take a screenshot of this, I recommend all of you use this as an attachment back to anybody that emails you with a question that A, you don't want to answer, or B, you can't answer. Because we have a full team of customer service agents ready and willing to answer any online inquiries, as well as pick up the phone and answer any phone calls that come in. So with that, I'm going to hand it back over to Gail to finish off tonight's training. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Doug. Just a couple questions. I saw a couple of people asked whether or not the girls can see their goals or their sales from last year when they log into the system.
No, none of that information is saved in the system. The only thing that we carried over from last year are the email addresses that they entered into the system.
And then someone just wanted to know if there's a way to turn off the email reminders that go out to customers, or do the customers just have to opt out of that?
Yeah, the customers have the option to opt out of that. The girls, caregivers, troop leaders, nobody has the option to turn that off. And the reason is because every one of those is so important to the overall success of the program.
All right.
And they're only going to get those reminder emails if they didn't make a purchase already. If they made a purchase, they don't get the reminder emails.
All right, great. Thank you. I think I got most of the questions answered. If I missed anything, I apologize. Feel free to email me, and we'll go over that as we talk. So, Doug, if you want to stop sharing, I will grab my screen. Just give me a second here. I have 8 million tabs open. I just have to find the right one. Hold on. Oh, it's this one. Okay, sorry. I couldn't figure out which tab it was. All right, so we just have a couple last little things to go over. Just waiting for mine to load. Okay, there we go. So this is just a reminder, if you haven't already done so, please join the 2024 All Things Product Program Rally. The link is down here in the bottom. It's been sent out in emails, and it's on the troop envelopes as well. And then just make sure when you're on the rally that you click under the preferences and choose to receive email notifications. Otherwise, if we post a message on there, you won't see it. And we want to make sure that you do get our messages. I mean, you'll see it if you go to Rallyhood directly, but sometimes we send out something that we want people to see immediately. So it's a good idea. But on there, besides messages from us, there is a whole section of files. In the files, there's a bunch of clip art. Our troop and family envelopes are on there if you need to go back and read them. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank at the moment, but our contest flyers, which we'll go over in a minute, is also on there. There's as well as the file section, there's a link section with additional information. So please make sure you check everything out. And there's also a calendar with all the important dates as well. So, one of the things that's on there is in the link section is the electronic girl permission slip. It is a combined permission slip for both the fall 2024 program and the 2025 cookie program. So once you've signed it one time, you're good for both programs. But you do need to make sure you have your troop leader's email address to complete the form, because a copy of it will be sent to them. And there are paper copies available of the permission slip if someone needs it, but the link is the fastest and cleanest way to do that. But before your Girl Scouts start selling, make sure that they have signed that permission slip, or you have signed the permission slip, I should say, the parent or guardian. And the Troop Fall Product Program managers also have an agreement on there to complete. And in this case, you'll need your service unit fall program manager's email address. And as a troop manager or as a Troop Fall Product Program manager, you should have this, have completed this already. If you haven't, please, excuse me, please go do that. All right. So on Rallyhood, you will find this flyer all about our fall contests. And if you're at our volunteer conference over the weekend, last weekend, you may have gotten some as well. Oh, that was a whole, like, over a week ago. Boy, I lost track of time. So new for this year, we have a troop level contest. So all troops with a total sales of $1,200 or more will be entered into a drawing for a chance to win a green carpet event. And that is a private showing of the movie Wicked. Out of those troops that qualify, we will be choosing 7 troops as winners. The movie date is Saturday, November 23rd at the Regal Cinemas in Morristown. And we will notify you by the 8th of November so that you have time to let us know how many girls are attending and prepare for that. So that's exciting. So make sure that the girls in your troop know about this as an option, and work on getting up to that $1,200 sale level or more. So we have some girl level contests. So any Girl Scout who sells at least 60 items, and that can be any combination of items, nuts, candy, magazines, tumblers, bark boxes, all of that, and the personalized stationery. Those girls will all be entered into a contest to win a ceramic elephant-shaped planter and a little succulent plant to go into that. And for that contest, we'll be choosing 20 winners. And then again, if you were at the volunteer conference, you got to see our giant stuffed elephant. I don't have it here at home with me to show you, but it's really cute. People were trying to take it from us because they loved it. It's huge. So any girls who send at least 18 emails, unique emails, so 18 different customers, and have $325 or more in sales will be entered into a chance to win. We have 2 giant elephants to give away. They're, like I said, they're really cute and soft and big. Sorry. So also new this year, we have an opportunity for some summer camp experiences. So the Girl Scout with the highest number of units sold during the fall program, and then also the Girl Scout who is a top cookie seller, they'll each earn a free week at summer camp. So we have 2 winners, one from fall and one from cookies. And then the troops with the highest dollar in sales during the fall product program, and then the troop with the highest sales in the cookie program, each troop will earn a choice of either a free weekend for your troop with an activity or $100 off per Girl Scout, a maximum of 10 girls for that, for a session at summer camp. So it's just a chance to have some unforgettable adventures, and new activities, new friends, and just really create some great camp memories. So we're trying to offer lots of fun opportunities. And then the last thing we have going on, which is posted on Rallyhood. We're also going to share it through social media, but we have an elephant coloring activity. And this is just a fun, easy way to engage in the 2024 fall product program. It's kind of similar to Flat Stanley, if you're familiar with that. You can see the elephant outline here, and you can print that out off of Rallyhood. And we're just asking the girls to decorate the elephant any way they want and just take it with them on adventures. If they're out, talking to grandma and showing her their order card, maybe take a picture with the elephant or take the elephant for a walk or whatever you want to do. Have fun, take it shopping. And just send us pictures from October 6th till the 25th. There's 3 different hashtags that you can use here, and share the pictures. And just for fun, we want to see everybody out there engaging and sharing their elephants, and we want to see all those decorated elephants. It's a lot of fun. Also right now running on Facebook, I know for sure, I'm not sure if it's also on our Instagram page, is a survey to help us name the Asian elephant. So take a look out for that. I think there's 5 or 6 different name choices. And we'll be announcing the top winning names shortly, next week, I believe. Sorry, now my screen doesn't want to change. There we go. All right, so if you have questions, these are our email addresses. There's my address, Latoya's and Angela's, so make a note of that. If anybody's having trouble getting into M2, reach out and we'll work with you. Important just to make sure that in MyGS that you do have your fall product program roles set. That is what we use to upload people into M2. If your role isn't set, you can do it yourself, or if you need help, you can reach out to our customer care team for that. I did not add customer care in here, but it's just customer care at gscsnj.org. Let me just check it. Sorry, I
There
can't
was
see
a
the
few
chat.
questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yep, just barely, but
Okay.
yeah.
There was one question from Kobe, and you asked, will it all just get shipped to the girl's house? And I didn't know what you meant by that. So if you can take yourself.
I think, Angela, I think she had asked as a Juliet before, any girl delivered orders will be shipped to will be delivered to the service unit, fall product program manager, and then she will reach out to all the troops, including the Juliets, for pickup of that product to distribute it.
And then there was a question, where is the parent launch button to activate?
For the parent emails, when Doug probably can actually answer better, but when you log in, it's one of the things that you'll be prompted to take care of. Am I right, Doug?
You will be prompted to take care of that upon logging in every time until you've activated it. But you could also, on your dashboard, on the left-hand side of links at the bottom, it's listed as parent adult email campaign.
Great. Kristen asked, what to do with the parent permission slips. Pretty much you hold on to it. That's your way of having some type of something to say that these girls and parents agree to the terms of participating in the sale. So unless something goes horribly wrong, we should not need it on a council level. Some people asked about the parent permit, where to find it. Rallyhood, I think.
It's in the link section of Rallyhood to do the online version of it, and in the files section if you want to print one out and sign it on paper.
And to be, I guess, more specific, Gail,
You
they
click
have
right
to
on
put,
out.
won't the
You
parent
did 3
have,
stars and just 6.
Go ahead.
won't the parent have to put in the leader's email address for them to get a copy?
Yes, in order for the electronic version to go to the leader, you need to have their email address. And then the form won't let you complete it without filling out that email address.
Are the hashtags for Facebook and all other? Well, it's definitely for Facebook. It's my understanding we don't have a real presence in TikTok, so wouldn't work there. And I'm not sure about Instagram, but definitely Facebook.
Yeah, I'll try and find out.
And I think that's it. I am moving in the middle of this event. Which address do you want me to put on my forms?
I don't think the address matters so much because nothing's being delivered to your address. As long as you're in touch with your troop and your service unit, that should be fine.
And Tamara, yes, all the service units should have paperwork and should be distributing them like now, or should have already distributed
Right.
that paperwork?
If you haven't received paperwork and you don't know who you should have gotten it from, shoot me an email. I already had a few people ask, and I'll respond to you in the morning. Just let you know who it is, and you can reach out and hopefully pick it up from them. I know some service units were just having their first leader meetings and we're giving them out, but we'd like to see everybody have that paperwork before sales starts. So we'll help you get in touch.
I think that's it.
All right. Well, if you think of anything else, please reach out. We're all available to answer your questions anytime. If not, we appreciate all you taking the time to join us tonight. Thanks, Doug and Todd, for helping out. And we will, I'll be posting this on Rallyhood within the next couple of days. So if you want to go back and review anything, the slides will be there as well as the recording.
Good luck
Have a
with
good
the sale,
night.
everyone. Good
Have a good
night.
night, everyone. Thank you.